Ravens and the Pittsburgh. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to yard line. The Steelers make their way out. The killer beats their quarterback, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
We always enjoy talking about Steelers left tackle Alejandro Villanueva, who's now made back-to-back Pro Bowls. And remember how he began his career? He was a defensive end who converted to offensive tackle. And at Army, he was actually a wide receiver, even at his size. Not only that, a former Army Ranger awarded the Bronze Star for valor.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but now it'll be 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Like 80!
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped up a few long jaunts as well.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. The big fella. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
15 yards is the pickup down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And now he spins free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one. They can't corral him. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his 4th touchdown on the year. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force?